Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with makeup I've hit pan on. Yes, it's enough that I had to actually gather everything in a box. So this is apparently the 12th one of these that I've done. I've got a playlist that I will link down below if you want to just peruse all the makeup that I've hit pan on over the years. I realized that I really needed to do this because at least one product is about 2 days from finishing. So you'll definitely recognize it when you see it. So minor spoilers ahead for my project pans, but I think it'll be alright. So let me just spread everything out here so that I can actually go over stuff when I hit pan on it, because I keep a list and I actually date things. Alright, so first is actually a cream bronzer. I apparently haven't done one of these since October, but on October the 16th, I hit pan on this Tart Breezy cream bronzer in Seashells. The pan has started to move, so that's why I'm holding it like this. My intention is to finish this year. We'll see about that. It didn't take super long to hit pan on, but it's taking a ton of time to finish, so we're going with it as best we can. Next, I've actually had to repress this, and if I find a picture of it from when I hit pan on, I'll insert it. But also on October 16th, I hit pan on the ColourPop Shadow in Mixtape. This is what it looks like now. You can see the pan behind it, but it had actually gotten dry and started to crumble. Still feels nice and creamy now, thankfully, but I used some Duraline to repress it, actually, if you're curious on what I used. Inglot Duraline. Let's see. Next, on the 26th of October, I hit pan in my Fenty, what is the official name of this? Kilowatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter in Sandcastle. This is just a mini. I don't believe they sell minis of them anymore, but mine came in a kit anyway. And that is all the pan that I have on it now, but it was a little bit of pan at first. This is something I'm also trying to finish this year. I have a lot more faith in it than the cream bronzer, honestly. And on November the 11th, this was the last one I hit for 2021. I think that's the year. I hit pan in my Tarte Protego eyeshadow in Crisp. So I'm trying to finish the rest of this palette this year. So let's hope that I do that. I think I can, I really do. But man, Tarte shadows, they need to advertise how long they last. Somebody pointed that out to me recently because they are no joke. They are certainly not. Now, starting this year on the 30th of January, I hit pan originally in my Ulta eyeshadow single in Purest Snow. I have actually since repressed it and hit pan on it again. This is what it looks like now. It will honestly probably be done this month. I'm trying to get the best angle on it. Yeah. So this is going really quickly. Not as quickly as another product that I'm about to talk about, but it's going super fast. Right, and I'm going to save my Pan That palette for the end. There are no spoilers for the next update because I haven't hit pan on anything new since last time, but just to make my life a little easier, I'm just going to do it all at once rather than going shadow by shadow. So at some point in February, I apparently did not write down the date, but it's between two February dates. So I originally hit pan on my Bad to the Bronze eyeshadow from Maybelline, the color tattoo. That's something I'm also really trying to finish this year. I still got several more of these. I revived them with Duraline as well, although there are other ways to revive these that aren't Duraline specific. From my understanding, the ColourPop eyeshadows really do work best with Duraline for some reason. On March the 7th, where did I put that thing? Oh yeah. I laughed because I put this in a project pan to hit pan on the black shade, and then I hit pan on it the first time I used it. Apparently I was really close, but on March the 7th, I hit pan on black in my Lorac Pro 2. I hope you can see that. Just a little bit of pan. I did make sure to use it throughout the month, but I just set my eyeliner with black every day. So that was how I hit pan on that. Also on March the 7th, this one was a complete surprise. This was in my Project 20 uses, but the Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tale Robin Hood palette, I hit pan in the shade Robin Hood. That was not intentional at all. I was just trying to use the palette 20 times, and I've used everything in here at least once. The two green shades on the bottom were my primary focus. If you want something fairly easy to pan, and you have these. I say go for it because the pans are fairly shallow. That might end up being panned next year just due to just like, oh, well, I'm sure I can at least finish that. Next is the thing that I'm literally going to finish in like 2 days, but on March 15th, I hit pan. Oh crap, a piece of it has come loose. Let me hold that. But I hit pan on my little mini Benefit Hoola Light Bronzer. As you can see, I literally have like 1 to 2 days left. And a little tiny chunk of it in the corner actually came loose. No surprise there. And on March 31st, I hit pan on a single. It is a Steve Laurent shadow in Green Apple. This one took forever to hit pan on. Like, this was actually in my Throwback 30 project pan, and when I put that in there, I did not realize that these are like 3.5 gram shadows. That is huge. That's why it's only like a little pan, because I was finally like, this needs to be over and done with. I was getting mad at that thing by the end. And on May the 7th, I hit pan on my other shade, and that's still remaining. And this palette, it is Boss. So I got a nice little chunk of pan on that. For another single eyeshadow, I have the Male eyeshadow in Sunkissed that I hit pan on May 31st. This is actually something I use both in my brows and my hairline. It's a little light for my hairline, but if I kind of like brush it through, I can make it work. Actually, once I use up my Benefit Hoola Bronzer, I'm going to see how this works as a bronzer as well, because while it is not the same color as the Benefit Hoola, I'm hoping that it is still fairly, since it's so light, I'm hoping that it'll still work for me. And finally, before I get into my Pan That palette for the year, I have a face powder, actually, because I've been painting little mini, what's it called? Loose powders all year that I've only actually hit pan on one. This is the Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot powder, and this sucker is quite well packed. It took me forever to hit pan on it. There's a good shot of it right there. But now I have some good pan showing, and it's still fairly high on this side, so this will probably take me another at least 2 months to use up. Now onto my Pan That palette, other than the Tart one for the year. This is the Ulta and Avengers palette that came out in 2019, I want to say. Okay, it doesn't actually say on here, but I'm almost positive it's 2019. So, on April 15th, I hit pan in Last Shot right here. As you can see, it's almost done. On March 14th, I hit pan in Gauntlet. On May the 9th, I hit pan in Cosmic down here. And on June the 2nd, I hit pan in Supercharged. I'm probably not going to finish all of these this year, to be perfectly honest, unless I start wearing a crap ton more makeup. But you know what? We'll see. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!